Hello everyone, my name is Morgan LaFay. How's all my witchy friends out there? Well, I thought today that I would show you what I've been gathering and putting together and making, and it is a besom broom, or witch's broom, or whatever you want to use it for, but I thought I would share with you and show you what I've done. Alright, first off, I got me the broom handle, which I was at a friend's house and they had a tree that fell down, and so I decided to get a branch off of it. I had to chop the end off here. This is about chin high whenever I first chopped it off, and then I was supposed to get an axe or a hatchet to chop it off, and I couldn't find one, so my man made this knife that he's had around, and so I just went and hacked it off. It worked perfectly. And this is what was left of it. And that will be put into the bundle of branches that I went and cut. I've gathered them for about a week, 3 or 4 days at this edge of the woods over here. You can use just about anything you want for the bottom. I guess traditionally a lot of people used birch, but if you're lucky enough to have birch around, it's great, but if not, I guess you would try to find what you would think would be great for the bottom. And I just found these. You can also add things to it, like sage or anything, in there. Anything you want to put in there, it's your besom, so go for it. I also gathered up some nice little things to decorate it with after I'm done. You might need some wire. I used the wire to attach both ends of the bundle of sticks just to keep it where it needed to be, and then I would pound it down. See, it sits up flat just to get everything nice and flat and together. And then I already started to wind it, to bind it, just so I wouldn't bore you with all of my video craziness. But I'm going to go ahead and tie this one off. I like doing a square knot. Easiest way to learn how to do the square knot, besides the video, is left over right, right over left. And then tie the knot, pull it tight. That knot will not go anywhere. And then trim those off. You can tuck them under or leave them out. It's very natural either way. I think after a while I might even go get some vines from out in the woods and maybe even wrap vines over this too, just to give it an even more earthy feeling. About 4 inches down, I want to add another layer of binding. Again, I'm going to do my square knot, left over right, right over left. That's how I remember the square knot. And you try to put the tail downwards and wrap your binding down the tail, so you have something to tie off to later. And I'll start wrapping. And every now and then, I give it a nice tug and pull it tight. Just there we go. The sun's going down. I tried to do this earlier, but there was too much commotion outside. Some of the neighbors were out starting a truck and making noises. So, but at least it's gotten cooler. It is October here in West Virginia, but the nights are nice and cool, but the days are still a little hot this year. Good old global warming. But I'm going to bind it down until I think that it You know, it's all personal preference, what you think might look good. But I'm going to do my square knot again, my left over right, right over left. You can do other knots if you like. You can even do spell knots if you like. It's all up to you, what you like. This is yours. Okay, once that gets done, I can remove the wire. I'm going to leave the bottom wire on until last. But at least now, I can remove the wire. You can do all the way down, but I kind of like seeing all the wood and stuff right there. Actually, I had to go and find wood that I thought was really pretty. I wanted a certain color, and a lot of people will also trim off the bark, but I love the bark on this one, and I decided to leave the bark on. Then you'll take this. The reason why you put the point on it, a lot of people I've seen on videos online trying to bind it on top of the stick, on the bottom of your broom, your handle, and it was just a hot mess when I watched him do it. And then I seen this guy over in, I think it was Ireland, and he was making one, and he put the point on it and then pounded it in the end. I'm like, oh, that is so perfect. And it made it a lot tighter. So, I don't know if you can see, but I should have probably got a hammer. But you'll push the end in, about to here. That's so both of them are nice and tight, and it won't be going nowhere by the time you get in there. And let's see, I can always pound it in there. But this feels so solid, it's not going nowhere. And it's already looking quite fantastic. But I wanted to just add a little decorative plants to it, just to give it something interesting to look at. Not only is it pretty, but also it's my first besom, and I wanted it to look fantastic and have, you know, it's almost like adding the flowers is ceremonial, you know, and I created it, and I think it's beautiful, and it wasn't that hard to make, as you can see, once you have everything you need, and it goes together pretty quickly. If you have any questions at all about, you know, length or anything, just leave me some comments or something. I'll try to answer them as best as possible. I can probably find out what kind of tree this was, but right offhand, I do not know. The flowers and stuff, just remember, like, a lot of these flowers are still in bloom here in October, but there's a lot of bees on them, so there probably are bee attractors. So, other than that, now I can undo the bottom. It helps it look. You can make it as full as you want to. But punch it out. I'll add sandpaper too, just because I sanded some of these prickly things off of this before I started to wrap it with my hands. It's going to stand really tall, but because he's here, I hope you can see it. You can see the back. But I think it turned out pretty good. What you think? Give me some comments. Let me know. But there's my besom. Hope y'all have a great holiday season. Bye.